to everyone. This is Amit Saha. I am from Pro India. You might have heard of Pro India, and we are trying to help our clients and generally PBOs and PWPs to sort out their issues with the CPCB portal, especially in the time when there is an annual filing which is just 6 days ago. 6 days to go. I'm so sorry. And so I would like to know from you very quickly if you would like to use the question answer tab and mention which company do you represent. If it is okay, can you please type in there Security of Exchange. Excellent. So first, before we get to the questions, thanks Vinod. I think you can hear me now. Satyam, you please look at your computer voice. Maybe the sound in the is a problem there, but I think I can see that people are able to sign off. So let me start with a poll question by asking you: are you having a difficulty in CPCB? Start. Okay, so there is a poll that I'm starting with, so that we try to understand. If you have a same or similar problem. Okay, so first one, let me just try to understand. So I think that 80% of the problem, 80% of people are having issues in filing the CPCB annual filing, which is due 6 days from now. I would also request if you could please put in your company name, and if you are not able to put in your company name and you feel that it is not okay to share the same, you can always share that with me separately. So I'm going to put it here, my number, and you can send me a WhatsApp. You can please send me a WhatsApp. Don't send me text or don't call me right now because we are on the VC. So you can send me a WhatsApp and we will somebody will get back to you. Please mention the name of the company also. Okay. So since many of you are having a problem, I'm going to ask you what kind of problem you are having. So I've given you options where you can tick multiple of these, or you can tick any one. Depends on what are your problems. So please let me know what are the problems that you're having while the portal is not opening, while the portal is not working, or you're not able to function. See, there are 35 people on the call. We are not asking you to mention your name of the company, but at least we need to know what are the issues that you're having. So if you are having an issues, it would be one of these issues, correct? So it will be very nice to hear at least 36 out of 36 votes. That will be good to know. So please at least tick one of them wherever you are having a problem. So I can see, for example, right now from the people that are voting or that they are choosing, I can see that they are not having any problem in loss of credit. Okay, nobody is having a problem on loss of credit. So please just continue making sure that you definitely vote one of those. I can still see about 15 people are choosing. So I'm requesting, are the other people who are here, about 20 of you, are you belonging to a PBO or a PWP or a PRO, or you don't have a problem? Because this particular session is largely around the issues around CPCB annual filing. Okay, and if you have a problem, it will be very good to know if you have a issue. Okay. So for 8 people out of 15, portal is not opening. So let me start by saying, if the portal is not opening, Kev, is it possible to open the mic for today's session?
Yes, sir. I can allow people to talk.
Yeah. So can you please open the mic of these people who are voting? At least 15 of them. You can see their votes, and then you can at least allow them. So for the people whose portal is not opening, you have to get to the portal, and in the portal, while you put in your login and password, and suppose the portal is not going forward to the next level, you have a place where you can raise a ticket. Are you able to raise a ticket? You're not able to log into the portal since last 2 to 3 months. Somebody is saying that.
Tell people that they can write their name in question answer box so that.
No, their name is written Sandhya, right? Sandhya is saying that we are not able to log in to the portal as of last 2 to 3 months. So the quick answer to this is please raise a ticket, okay? And if you have raised a ticket, at least CPCB knows that you are following up, and since you are following up, they might be able to consider your answer as one of the ways, saying that okay, you tried, but you could not do your annual filing. But there is a place to raise a ticket. Arvind, have you joined the session?
Yes, sir.
Can you show how to raise a ticket very quickly?
Yes, sir, of course.
Can you share your screen and show how to raise a ticket? Even if you don't log in, you can raise a ticket. Correct, Arvind?
Yes.
So just show quickly, please. Anybody else who has a problem in logging in? So if you have a problem, yeah, I can see your screen. So just get to any one site and try to raise a ticket. Meanwhile, anybody else has a problem, 3 times raise a ticket is what Sandhya is saying. Yes, Sandhya. So this, if you have raised ticket and still you've not got your solution, at least now you can prepare a letter and keep it ready, saying that we have tried to do our annual filing, but we could not because we are not able to log in. And so please make sure that any kind of environmental compensation is not assigned to us. And then you can even speak. I think CAF has already opened up the mic. If you like to speak, you can. CAF, you have not opened up the mic, because if you open up the mic, I can see all of them in the tile format.
Sir, actually, I cannot open all of them, all of the mics. I can open turn-wise. Like
Yeah, you can open Sandhya, no? Sandhya, we're talking to Sandhya, you can open up the mic.
Sure.
Yeah. Anybody else who would like to speak on the specifically on accessing the portal and not able to access the portal itself? Please, can you please raise hand so that CAF is able to take care of that? Yeah, Arvind, can you show quickly?
Sandhya's mic, she can talk now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Sandhya.
Yeah, sir. So we have raised 3 times tickets and also wrote a mail. Every 15 days we are following with the CPCB team. So still we are not able to log in our APR portal. So,
okay.
I talked
Which company?
to United Spirits Limited.
Yeah. So Sandhya, I think we have talked before also.
Yes. Last
right?
session we discussed same issue.
You're still not able to reach out to CPCB, is it?
Yeah, still not.
Oh, okay.
They are not responding.
Yeah, I no, that's a standard problem. It's nothing new. So, Sandhya, after this, we see. Can you please write a mail to us, and then we can have a one-to-one with you and your team?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, Mr. Jatinder have some questions regarding e-waste and battery waste.
Okay. So listen, right now we are not talking so much about e-waste and battery waste because that is not on fire right now. But nonetheless, can you open his mic and we can quickly talk about it? There is a CAPTCHA loading issue. Rajesh Nagore. Rajesh, you are from? Rajesh Nagore, which company are you from? Okay, Valvoline comments. All right. So there is a CAPTCHA issue. Arvind, do you have a solution to that?
No, sir. Actually, from the morning only we are facing this issue. The CAPTCHA is not generating. Maybe the issue with the technical issue. Maybe it is. Maybe it will be solved today itself. Maybe 2 or 3 p.m.
Yeah. So I think Rajesh, you'll have to wait. Maybe there are too many people accessing the site, and CPCB site is anyway very, very prone to to issues right now. I think that will be solved. Yeah. So ticket. I think since Sandhya already mentioned that she knows how to raise a ticket, so we will have a separate session. Any other question related to entry into the system? Any other people have any issues related to the entry onto the CPCB system? Type it in the question and answer session also. Okay, the next thing in the poll, the next big item in the poll was what difficulty you're having. So 23-24 year is not opening for many of the people. Correct? So 23-24 year is not opening. Right? So any specific questions around the same? Can you please type it in the chat box? 23-24 year, specific related to 23-24 year. There is a question or there is a comment from someone. I'm not able to know who. Which says that when we submit annual returns for the year 23-24, our filing for the last year is complete. Although for FY 23-24 tab is still not working. So for how many people the tab 23-24 is working? Can you give me a thumbs up if the tab 23-24 is working at all? Like a drop down, you look for 23-24 and it opens up. Whether you are a PWP or you are a PIBO. Can you give me a thumbs up if it is opening? For those whose 23-24 is not opening, can you give me a thumbs down? Can you give me a thumbs down if your tab 23-24 is not opening? It is opening, I am assuming. Yeah. So for the most people, I think it is not opening. I can see some more. So this is a problem with 23-24 at this point in time. For most people, 23-24 tab is not opening. CPCB is working on it. I'm not too sure when they will be completing this work. Arvind, you have seen any 23-24 working?
At this point for PIBO, some of the 23-24 for annual filing, it is working. But coming to PWPs, it is not allowing to keep their data for 23-24. All the PWPs are facing the same problem. But some of the PIBOs, they can do 23-24 data, sales data into annual filing.
Okay. So my quick next question is, are you a PIBO or a PWP?
Sir, there's a quick question in between. Someone is asking that for MSME whether they have to file annual return or not.
Yes. If you have registered, you have to file annual return. If you're not required to register, or you have not registered, then obviously annual return is required because you're not in the CPCB system. But if you are a registered user of CPCB portal, then you are required to do annual filing. There's no question on that. So I can see that there's one PWP in the entire group of people here. Sorry. Somebody is calling. Most of the respondents or most of the people who are attending this session today are PIBOs. There's except for one person who is a PWP. So for PIBOs, the information is for some 23-24 is opening. Now for if it is not opening for you, then the one of the suggestions is, or one of the check is that you can you can make sure that your last year is completed. If your last year is totally completed and your annual filing, not annual filing, last year's annual filing is completed, last year's credit wallet is completed, the transaction is over, and you have paid for the annual filing. So please check whether you have done all of that, and still if your this year is not opening as a PIBO, then you have to definitely write. Any questions related to that? Okay, so I am seeing some questions. For example, for MSME, whether we have to do annual filing, I think we have responded. No post. You type your question here. No polls added. Town hall. For MSME, whether they filed annual return. Okay. So there's a question from Rajesh. We purchase raw material in plastic barrels and jumbo bags from another brand owners, and the same is consumed in our factory. The final product which we introduce in the market is rigid plastic, which we are considering for annual return. What to do with procurement? That is which is our pre-consumer, and the same is under our consent. Do we need to upload the same in our pre-consumer? Because it is not our packaging material, please guide. Rajesh, I think your team is in touch with us. Beena is in touch with us. I think last week we had a VC, and I think you were not there. So we can have a separate VC with you. But let me say this, if this is applicable to other people as well. If suppose the previous person is registered, let's say your supplier is registered or not registered, in both the cases you have to put the procurement of plastic packaging as part of your procurement, as part of your plastics in. Now that plastics which is coming into your factory, if it's going to the consumer or it is going in your scrapyard, it does not matter. You have to only treat it that way. So you have to take the barrels and put it in the scrapyard, so you can consider it as a pre-consumer. But nonetheless, all the plastic packaging, whether it is coming from another brand owner or another producer, the source it could be anything, but you have to mention the same, because that for example, that for that brand owner, it could be transferring, thinking that they are transferring that thing to you as a brand owner, so their liability has reduced, but then accordingly your liability should go up. Or if they are considering that it is their liability, then duplication should not happen. So essentially, wherever the plastic is finally getting into the environment, that plastic has to be managed, and that much plastic credit has to be taken care of. Now, in this case, if there is another brand owner which is sending you material and also sending you in plastic containers, whether jumbo bags or plastic barrels, their B2B sales need not be part of their liability. Their liability will be only the B2C sales. So B2B sales which they have done to you, because that has come from that business to your business, the liability will fall on you for the jumbo bags and the plastic barrels. We can have a larger discussion around this, Rajesh. If you want, we can always have a discussion, but maybe we can take that offline. Whether there is a liability of MSME for 23-24 for payment, yes, obviously. No, see, for example, just for this Nazir, if you are a SME and you are a brand owner, then you don't have to register. For brand owner, you don't have to register if you are a SME. If you are a producer and you are a MSME, then you still have to register. If you have registered, there will be liability. And if you have a liability, you have to complete the liability and then make the payment and then do the annual filing. Okay. The next question is around with Vinod Kumar again. What if FY 23-24 tab is not open till 30th June? Kindly confirm if it is non-compliance. So to make sure that we know that it does not become a non-compliance, you have to write 2-3 mails and keep the record along with the screenshot, so that tomorrow CPCB does not come back to you and say you have not done annual filing. You can tell them with proof that you tried. So at this point in time, I don't think beyond that we have any solution. Rajesh, I think you have mentioned it's not our packaging, it's our raw material. Even if it's a raw material or if it's a packaging, both the plastics into the factory is considered as incoming plastics. Okay. All right. Anyone has any other questions related to 23-24? Who have issues with 23-24? Anyone else has any questions around the same? Please type it in the chat box. There is a question for a couple of people have mentioned that I do not have the credits in my wallet. Okay, so for the people who don't have credits in the wallet, can you please immediately send a mail to me, and we can give you a quotation for transferring credit to your wallet by 1 to 2 days. I have sent you my mail ID. If you are having problem in getting the credit or whatever is your credit deficit in the wallet, please write a mail. You will get a proposal in the next 30 to 40 minutes, and if you are ready to pay, we will be able to transfer the credit in the next 2 days. This is something which is available straight away. Small amount of credits can be given. Data needed to enter month-wise or single figure for the whole year? Arvind, can you answer this question? I think that you can enter the production data for the whole year, correct? Annual filing.
Sir?
The question is, production data, should it be entering for the whole year? Now, this question is for PWP or Ashok, this question is for PIBO?
Or either it is for registration or annual filing also, it differs.
Yeah. First, you have to answer whether you are PIBO or PWP. So if you are a PWP, then it is a good idea to, I think you have answered some of that. No, you have not. So if you are a PWP, you have to keep your data month-wise, because that is how you will start generating credits. You can always put 3 to 4 months data together so that you can generate credits, all of them together. The dates are there, you can choose dates. So between those dates, the production capacity will multiply to the total number of days capacity, and then you put your enter your actuals, so it will generate the credits. If you are a PIBO, I don't think you have to enter any production data. PIBO does not have to enter any production data. As if you are a producer, then I'm not too sure. Arvind, if as a producer, do you have to enter production data?
Sales data, sir. Only sales data for annual.
Yeah. So I think it is only sales data. Ashok, you'll have to know. If you have a question, we can open up your mic. You can live answer project.
Sir, I have opened Mr. Ashok's microphone. He can talk now.
Yeah, Ashok, can you please mention what is exactly the problem?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Is it audible?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just asking in PWB portal, there are two options. First is production data entering for the month-wise, day-wise, and another one is single value for whole year. Suppose we are entering the data from 1st April 2023 to 30 March of 24. So then it will be easy to generate credit. So what is the procedure? I just want to ask you.
You can enter the whole data also.
Okay.
You can enter the whole data, but then all the proofs of that data should be added together. So, for example, raw material, user utilizations, and things like that. That it asks you.
Yes.
That you have to put it together in one PDF or one bot file. A bot file will come out of the system. You can load it from there. Which PWP do you represent, Ashok?
Hello, Heidelberg Cement India Limited.
Heidelberg Cement. Okay.
Yes. Basically, when we will enter the data for whole year, then factor will change because factor are generating for the month wise or day wise. If we put the data for whole year, then suppose plastic waste co-processing factor is 0.9, so every month it's changed 0.1, 0.1, 0.3. Then I have a small query regarding this.
Ashok, I would request you if you can have a separate meeting after this meeting, because you are the only PWP here, Heidelberg Cement, as Heidelberg Cement, and we can take that offline so that we can solve that particular problem. But what you are saying is correct. If you have different months having different co-processing rates or different co-processing factors, then you have to do it differently. But normally the RO, the regional officer, would have given you one conversion factor, and that conversion factor you cannot change on the system by yourself. So let's take it offline, because I don't think that your system will allow you to make it 0.9, then 0.8, then 0.2 or whatever. It will only have a one factor that you cannot change once it's set by CPCB.
No, that factor will be remain same, but another one is percentage of plastic waste co-processed.
Okay.
Yes.
Ashok,
We'll change each and every month.
I think we have spoken earlier also. As
you
are from the plant, na? You are from the factory.
Yes. From cement industry.
Yeah. No, I know you are from the factory, not from the corporate office in Gurgaon.
No. गुड़गांव ऑफिस से नहीं, फैक्ट्री से.
हाँ, तो आप हमारे को अलग से कनेक्ट कर लीजिए अशोक जी. We will be able to guide you.
Yes.
ठीक है.
ओके श्योर. अच्छा, दूसरा मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि पीबो का पोर्टल अभी ऑपरेशनल है क्या? मतलब उसे हम लोग ओपन कर सकते हैं क्या? क्योंकि मैं ओपन करता हूँ तो उसमें कुछ एरर्स आ रहा है.
So that means that there is a problem in your portal setup. So
Yes.
That's what we are discussing right now. That a lot of people are having same issues, that their portal is not open.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
you have to
yes.
raise a ticket. I'm hoping that you have raised a ticket.
Yes, correct. I have sent the mail to Divya and PWM also. And another thing was actually ticket is also unable to raise. There are also a problem. है ना,
So
मतलब
ticket
portal
is,
allow नहीं
even
कर रहा
if you're not
ticket.
able to log in, even if you're not able to log in, you can still raise a ticket.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And the next question is: I am a brand owner in a dairy field. Rate of category wise credit transfer and how I trust on them. So I think it is Rajiv Kumar. So Mr. Rajiv Kumar, at this point in time, when we are transferring credits from our PWPs to you or anybody else, we are taking full guarantee of the same. That if there is any problem from CPCB, we will replenish that same thing without extra charge. So so at this point in time, I can only give you this amount of trust. I know that trust has been lost because of Shakti Plastic and the fraud that happened for about 400 crores penalty, and all the 4 factories and almost 3 lakh credits that were fraud. But and that is totally understandable that the trust level is not there. But nonetheless, when we will transfer it from our sources, we will take guarantee that if CPCB for any reason asks you that this one is not valid, we will replenish it free of cost. Credit transfer is working on CPCB portal. Yes, Rajiv Kumar Yadav ji, credit transfer is working on the portal. You can transfer. And by the way, for moving the credits, you don't have to be worried about the year. You just, the PWP only has to have the credit. Credit is like a 500 rupee note. So in the 500 rupee note, you do not see which year the 500 rupee note is. ये 500 रुपए का नोट 2024 का बना हुआ है या 2023 का बना हुआ है. You don't have to worry about that, right? It is a government's what you call trust and sovereign's guarantee that 500 rupee note will fetch you 500 rupee worth of goods as you present it to them. Similarly, credit transfer or the EPI credit is moving from one wallet to the other. That time nobody is looking at which year the credit is. वो क्रेडिट जनरेशन किस साल का हुआ है उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. आपके पास क्रेडिट अगर आता है तो उस क्रेडिट का किस साल का क्रेडिट है, 23-24 का क्रेडिट है, 22-23 का क्रेडिट है, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So don't worry about that. Yes, there is a problem with PWP that they are not able to generate 23-24 का credit. That is a problem. But as a PIBO, if you have to receive a credit, any credit is good. Any credit means any year's credit is good. Not that you can't replace category 1 to category 2, but any credit of category 1 is good as long as it is coming off from the portal into your wallet. You can create a ticket without login. That is what I'm trying to say. I think a lot of people have already found the way, but if you want, we can ask Arvind to show it once again. Arvind, please show this, how to create a ticket without the login.
Sure.
Sir, meanwhile, we have a question from Mr. Sukanta that for PBOs, any production wastage needs to be updated along with sales data.
Production wastage, whichever goes to the scrapyard, has to be part of the pre-consumer waste. So, for example, let's say you are doing plastic production and then there is a loss of yield and you have extra material which is cannot go to the consumer, but it has to go into the scrapyard. Those have to be reported as pre-consumer waste. So you have to do what you call a credits transfer or liability. It will add to your liability. Okay, so Arvind, can you please quickly tell how do you lodge a complaint without logging in?
Yes, sir. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, the people who are making the first time complaint, they need to go to the tab named as first time complaint, and they need to fill their company name and the role of the company, either it is a producer, importer, brand owner, a PWP or waste to energy. And if they have registered already, they will be have some of the registration number they can input it is optional also. And they should enter the full name of the authorized person and registered email ID plus contact number, and they need to set a password. Better to set the password which is already they are using for the portal, so it will be they can remember the password. After this it will be created, then only they can go to lodge complaint. And normally after that they can use this interface which is showing after opening the ticket tracker or lodge complaint. They can add the email id, authorized email id, and they can select the screenshot of the issue what they are facing, and it should be in the PDF form only. And after that, what type of the issue they are facing, either they are facing any sign up issue, they are unable to their pan is not accepting or CN is not accepting. Other than that, they have any login issues or registration issues. After registration issues, they need to select the exact query, the exact doubt they have, otherwise exact problem what they are facing. And if they want to elaborate it, then they can elaborate it with the concern problem what they are facing, and at which from which time they are facing. After that, they can click generate ticket. It will ask for out password, and they can enter the password, and it will be the ticket will be raised. And after that, they can see the ticket named as plastic with some number. If they want, I can also do one example. Suppose if I want to lodge a complaint, and here I will select other. And here the problem is the certificate, this thing is the registration has been done, but the certificate has been not generated till now. So I'm going to write the issue here. Once you click on generate ticket, it will ask for password which you have created at the initial time. It will show like this: complaint has been lodged and ticket ID it will show. Once you press OK, it will show the status of the ticket. You can see interface like this.
Okay, so thanks, Arvind. Any other question related to tickets? If you're able to raise your ticket, it will be a good idea, especially because if annual filing dates do not change, then you have a proof that you raised a ticket. So sending a mail, CPCB can always say that, oh, something got bounced off or something XYZ. But sending a ticket means you have a ticket and you have a reference. So I would request whoever is not able to do annual filing, and because of the issues related to CPCB portal, issues related to CPCB portal, not issues related to you. For example, you have not completed your data entry, you have not added your invoices, you have not done your wallet transfer, you have not squared it off, you have not made the annual filing payment. Those are your issues. But the issues which are related to CPCB are related to the portal. So which means that if you are able to prove that you're not able to allow into the CPCB portal, or let's say a drop down is not working, 2324 is not working, and things like that, then raising the ticket is a very good idea. That is a proof for you, so that it safeguards you from any environmental compensation. Okay. So any other question related to annual filing? Any other question? Please immediately type it in the chat box, or you can speak also. I think some of you have raised hands, so I'm allowing you to talk. Jitendra Abad and Shruti Ramesh. Oh, you are already allowed to talk. So if you have a question, Shruti, please. You have a question? Ramesh, do you have a question? Okay. Yeah, I think we are having.
She has typed the question in chat box. The question is related to some metal availability or like that.
Oh yeah. I can see something, which is, sir, we are not able to find vendors who can give us all the metals. They're only able to give us lead, but rest of the metals are not available with them. What can we do about it? So I think you're talking about the battery waste, Shruti, Ramesh. I think you're talking
Yes.
about the battery waste. So if you're talking about the battery waste, I think one option is to definitely call us separately. But I can tell you one thing, which is as part of the battery waste, you have to balance all the materials. All materials which have gone into the market have to be balanced. So it is not only lead, but also plastics. If the battery is casing is plastics, and any other metal that it is used in the making of the battery. If suppose you are making battery from multiple other things, for example, things like lithium-ion battery, nickel metal hydride battery, or any other battery, you have to balance all metals. You have to balance all materials, not metals, all materials equally, including gold. So some people are having difficulty in finding gold credits. And if you don't finish up with the gold, even if it's a few milligrams, you still have you are still what you call the entire cycle will not complete. So how to get the other materials? You can get in touch with us. We can lead you to the recyclers who are able to provide the entire credit for the battery, or specifically to the specific metals that you are looking for.
Sir, am I audible? Yes, sir. So my query was regarding the battery waste. The thing is that we got targets for lead, lithium, cadmium, manganese, and iron. So we were not able to find vendors who can give us all the metals. They are saying they only have lead. So the other four, they are not having it. So this happens to multiple vendors. So like, what is the best possible solution that we have?
So can you maybe separately write a mail to me as to the quantity that you need for each of these metals, and at an overall level, how many tons for all of that battery, what is the target that has been given to you by CPCB? So we can provide you vendors for either giving you the complete thing or giving you specific metals that you're looking for.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Any questions? Sorry.
Your email ID?
I had given it earlier. I am going to type it again here in the chat box. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So I've just typed it in the chat box. Anyone has any credit gaps remaining in terms of filing? Please let us know. A lot of people have left it for the very last time, and I can only tell you that it has become more and more difficult to get credits now, because most of the credits have got exhausted from the market. So if you do need anything, then let us know. Maybe we'll have some, not huge quantities, but we can possibly give you something. Let me ask in this group, is there any other question that you have which are technical in nature and not that we have not covered specifically for annual filing?
Sir?
I know that please go ahead.
I just have a small issue. Okay, the issue is it is not stopping me from doing anything, but the issue is there's continuously a pop-up. A new version of app is available. Please click OK to reload with the latest version. As soon as I click OK, the same pop-up again starts showing up. Okay, multiple times, even if you click OK, and for no reason it is popping up. So I'm not sure. I think this is a technical issue.
Looks like.
Sir, please
which
delete your
company?
cookies and the history and restart your system. Maybe you can get a solution for it.
I have to try
Reset
that.
your cookies and start in an incognito mode.
Acha, okay.
Try in incognito mode. Maybe there's some cookie which is doing this.
Okay, sure. I'll surely try that. Thank you.
Abad, which company you belong?
I belong to Kachulal Vinay Kumar Abad company.
Abbott.
Kachulal Vinay Kumar Abad is the company name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So if you had any issue, even after that, then you can talk to Arvind or one of the numbers that are there. I think CAF is there and Arvind is there, but I think Arvind is managing the portal for multiple clients. So you can note down his number. Arvind, can you please give your number here in the chat box so that people can get in touch if they have to?
Sure, sir. Sure.
So, Kaf, if there are no other questions, we can close the session now.
Sir, actually, there is one question from Mr. Vincent Paul that can the brand owner certificate, a recent approved brand owners are not getting certificate.
It takes 15 to 20 days for the certificate to come from CPCB after registration, and that also is coming only after several follow-ups. So it is not a automatic process. I think from the CPCB side, there's a manual intervention in this, and that is the reason that it takes a little bit of time. But that still does not mean that you cannot do other things on the portal once the registration is issued to you. Although the certificate may not be in your hand physically, but the rest of the process of annual filing and credit transfer and other things can still happen. So yes, we understand that it is taking time, and I think because there is some manual intervention, it does not happen automatically. Okay. Arvind's number is 9319001021.
There is one more question among us that someone is asking what is the difference between normal recycling and EOL recycling.
Okay, so yeah, that's a very good question. Please, this is a mistake that some of the clients have made. Please check your targets properly, and if the target is EOL recycling, means end of life, which means that you can replace end of life with recycling targets, but you can't replace recycling target with end of life credits. So if you have, let's say, for example, and this is coming out from the fact that there are certain categories where certain percentages of the target is required to be recycled, sometimes 30%, up to 30% this year. And in that, recycling targets means that it is taken back to the original shape, original material. For example, if this is let's say this is a plastic material in my hand, and it is, let's assume that this is polypropylene. Okay, so this is polypropylene material, and it is I can mechanically recycle it to polypropylene resin. Okay, so if I recycle it to polypropylene resin, then I am not I'm basically bringing it back from cradle to cradle. That is that I can now utilize that resin to make another of this, or I can make maybe this, right? I can make something else. But if I don't recycle this, if I incinerate it, which means I send it to a cement plant, or let's say a waste to energy plant, or any of such plants which generates energy out of the plastic, then that is called end of life. That means the plastic has stopped to exist. Now it has become energy. So government wants circular economy. Niti Aayog wants circular economy. So circular economy means plastics to plastics, and that is difficult. So therefore they have given you targets which are starting from small number and going all the way to higher number. So this year the number could be 30%. Okay. Now if it is true, in your case that you have some recycling targets, then that has to be met by recycling credits, which is coming from only recyclers. Which is, if you have end of life credit target, then you can meet it through end of life, which is waste to energy, which could be waste to road, waste to oil, and in waste to energy it could be cement plant, or it could be, let's say, waste to energy, municipal solid waste to energy plant. So those are called end of life credits. So end of life credits cannot replace the recycling credits because recycling has a separate target. But recycling credits can be transferred to end of life target also. Okay, so hope I am clarifying this this question. Arvind, your number with the one you have given looks to be wrong.
Sir, I given the right number below that only. 9319001021.